So now, story time. I went to a place, it was a very highbrow restaurant in a particular location. The room was dark. The dining area was darkened because they had these beautiful sort of basket type lamps on each table. And there was a strolling minstrel. There was a musician with a guitar. And he happened to be my friend, and he was moving around from table to table, entertaining the guests. So he would stop at this table, and he would stop at that table, and he would sing a song to the people there, and he would just kind of interact with them a little bit, and then he would move on. Now, this is my friend, as I tell you, and I knew him very well. He did not know that I was in this place. So I was waiting now until he would get to my table, and then I would just kind of, in the semi-darkness, I would kind of raise up so that he could see that it's me. It's me, as Miss Lou would say, it's me. Well, he might come on, man, he might sing, and he might come on, and he might entertain. So in the meantime, the waiter came to my table, and he took my order, and I was very hungry. I was famished. Hungry, but I make me... Yes, I was hungry. So the waiter came and gave me the menu, and I checked it, and I selected my I think it was yellow snapper in coconut rundown sauce, something exotic like that with a Jamaican flavor. You know? Oh yes, sir. So now me order it, and I got my little appetizer. I think it was something like smoked marlin. Just a little sliver, a beautiful little sliver, well decorated, sitting on the plate. And I just had it, you know, in very stylish manner, and awaiting the musician to come to my table, and awaiting the main course to be served, because I was really hungry. And we go along. When the musician come down, but he not reach me yet. Well, the food came, and boy, it looked really nice. It was well laid out on the plate. I'm telling you, attractively put out on the plate. And I say, yes, man, I'm going to dig into this, but you know, I'm digging very distantly. So there was a little piece of fish that, you know, that had been broken off of the main fish. Little piece, you know, when you're cooking fish, sometimes a little piece can get away, and so I said, all right, I will start with that little piece of fish. So I very delicately picked up the little piece of fish with my fork and lifted it. It was poised in midair for a moment as I savored the aroma. That's the word. I savored the aroma. So fork is poised in midair as the smell wafts to my nostrils, and I prepare to just enjoy this lovely yellowtail snapper. So it goes into my mouth, and the flavor is lovely, just as wonderful as the aroma. And I begin to chew. And you know, it doesn't take long for you to chew fish that's properly cooked. Since I started to tell you this story, I am chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing, and all know there's something can't masticate. You know, all know it must start to break down. With all the chew me that chew, it's still in my mouth for chew. I chew. I said, no, there's something not right. You know, they taught me that, I was taught, and I'm sure you were taught that, whatever comes to your mouth, if it gets into your mouth and you don't like it, or if it's peppery, or if it's something is wrong with it, it has a bone in it or something, and you need to get it back to the plate, you can't just spit it out. Whatever transportation took it to your mouth, we'll have to transport it back to the plate. So this is me now with my fork, and I put it onto the fork, whatever this thing is in my mouth, and back to the plate. And then I called the waiter, and I said, you know, he was moving around the dining area dealing with other persons, and the singer man a come. He soon come to me, you know, but me want to deal with this before the singer man come reach out, and I said to the guy, what is this thing in my plate? What could it be in my plate that I'm not able to chew? I'm not able to get it down. It's not able to break down. And he said, no, miss, it's fish. I said, it's not fish. He said, yes, miss, it's fish. Oh. I said, could I speak with the maitre d', please? You know the maitre d'? He's the person who supervises the dining room staff, and he makes sure that the customer, that the diner is comfortable in all respects. So over comes the maitre d' to me, and I asked him the same question. What could it be that I could have gotten in my plate that is supposed to be fish, but it doesn't taste like fish? It's not. I'm not able to chew it. There it is. He said, no, miss, it would have to be fish, because that's what you ordered, that's what you got. I said, sir, I don't think it's fish. With all due respect, I do not think it is fish. Had it been a piece of fish, I would have been able to chew it, and it would have been forgotten long ago. He said, but there's no way. I said, sir, could you please check with the chef for me? So anyways, he came back, the maitre d' came back, and he said, miss, I'm sorry. I have to apologize to you. He said, apologize, and me dip on the apology like white on rice, same time. All the alarm bells started to go off in my head. I said, something not right, something wrong, as the Chinaman did say. And he says, miss, I must confess to you that a grave error was made. I said, what was it? And he said, miss, the thing that is in your plate, apart from the fish, is not fish. I said, I know that. I knew that all along, and I told you that it wasn't fish, and there was something different going on in my plate. So I said, so what is it? He said, miss, and he looked so uncomfortable, but me cannot at this point allow him to be more uncomfortable than I am uncomfortable. So I said, so sir, tell me what it is. And he said, miss, I have to apologize to you because you were served. Miss, you know, this is the Jamaican restaurant within the establishment, but next door to this restaurant is the French restaurant. And I said, so when you get behind the doors, back behind the wall there, it's just one long kitchen, right? That services the French restaurant, the Italian restaurant, the Jamaican restaurant, the international restaurant, the whatever restaurant. He said, yes, miss. So I said, and what was it that they were preparing over there? You know, by the time I realized, the same spoon will dip up this, dip up that, dip up that, dip up. He says, miss, let me tell you the truth. You were served by accident a piece of escargot. Me say, escargot. He said, yes, miss, escargot. Now, I did French when I was in high school and also in college. And I still have retained quite a bit of that French that I learned. I mean, know the word escargot. In Jamaica, we don't call it that. We call it a very, 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 very slimy name. Escargot is considered to be a delicacy in some cultures. But as far as I know, the majority of ordinary Jamaicans, regular Jamaicans, do not eat escargot. Want to know what escargot is? Want to know what name escargot? Well, escargot is the French translation of garden snail. snail, slug. Slugs, the ones that attack our plants or flowers. That's what I was served. I know me not get over the shock. Same time the gentleman said, oh miss, I'm so sorry, what can we do? What can we give to you? I said, sir, you couldn't give me a drink of water. Me not call the name of the hotel, and I'm not telling you the parish it is into either. Because me not want spoil. Because it's a really nice place. The people are nice, generally speaking. The accommodation is amazing, wonderful, really beautiful. But me couldn't eat from them again. And so my friend coming down him, all know him, no say me sit down in the place there. I wait for him to come sing to me. Because you know what I did? I remember me telling us I did hungry, you know. I was hungry. I got up, put the chair back, left that big old snap up on the plate. And many times I went to my room. Many times I think back and I say, why didn't I just eat the snapper and buck up on the little piece of something afterwards? It made me say, me have to tell people, say, look, when you're going to eat, make sure you know what you're eating, who you're eating from, and let them know where you're supposed to eat and where you can't eat. Because if you're not careful, you might end up with a bungle of escargot in your plate and find out after you eat it says that you eat. In my family, they laugh at me. Every time we have a family gathering, somebody says, Viv, had any escargots lately? So anyways, that's my experience. Have you ever had an ugly experience? Have you ever had a shocking experience? Food-wise, I'm talking about. Have you ever had the experience of somebody giving you something to eat that you were not to eat? Or have you ever had a food experience that you consider to be noteworthy as a story? Want to share it? Share it with us. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below and tell me how you have dealt with a food crisis, if you've ever had a food crisis like mine, and what you did, how you dealt with it. Did you deal with it better than I did? Maybe you did. Let me know. Just leave me a comment down below. Some people say garden snail pretty. Some just like to see the sinting them a crawl. But me no like them slimy, crawly creature there. And me don't know how people eat them at all. No, sir. Me don't know how people eat them at all.